Time now for the Diamond District here on Happy Hour. The problem many people have with health care reform is that they don't think the federal government will do a good job of running it. Big surprise, right? We have such a high distrust of government right now. Many people just want them completely out of their lives. They say, what gives the government the right to intrude into my life so much, especially if I don't want what they're offering? Where in the Constitution does it say that the government must provide health care to Americans anyway? Well, who better to ask that question than Judge Andrew Napolitano, joining me in the Diamond District today. Hi, Judge. Great to have you. Okay, so of course I go back and reacquaint myself with the Constitution today. Right. Granted, it was written a long time ago, back in 1787, ratified in 1788, September 17th. Yes, I was doing some homework today.
Yes, you were, young lady.
In your honor. They added a lot of amendments. There was a lot of controversy, stuff they didn't cover at the time. Slavery, they didn't talk about that in the Constitution. A lot has changed since then, but yet it is the foundation of our country. It does give Congress the right to pass laws that makes no mention of health care. So you're saying the Constitution does not allow for Congress to pass any type of health reform laws?
Well, that's correct. I mean, there's a couple of basics here. One, the Constitution is the supreme law of the land. Why do we say that? Because it says so. So it is superior to any law enacted by Congress, and any law enacted by Congress that conflicts with it, the law must fall. Second, everybody in the Congress, in fact, everybody that works for the government, from a janitor to the president, takes the same oath to uphold the Constitution.
Right.
When I was questioning Congressman Jim Clyburn yesterday on my radio show, Brian and the Judge, Jim Clyburn is a Democrat from South Carolina who's the number 3 ranking Democrat in the House. Where in the Constitution do you get the authority as the federal government to regulate health care? He said to me, Judge, most of what we do down here in Washington is not in the Constitution. We do what we think the people want and let the courts worry about whether it's constitutional.
That's true, right? That is true.
It is a candid recognition by this congressman that he and his colleagues don't care about the Constitution, even though they took an oath to uphold it.
I don't know if I would say they don't care, all the lawmakers. I would say that it's a reality, it's a fact, that yes, that a lot of what they do, environmental laws, I was trying to think of all these laws that aren't expressly stated for or accounted for in the Constitution.
Well, I'll give you a couple of examples. It gives Congress
the power to make laws, but it doesn't say which laws.
I'll give you a couple of examples of laws that affect everybody every day that the Congress has enacted. The strength of the water pressure in your shower. The size of the toilet bowl in your bathroom.
Right.
The number of legs on your desk chair. These things were enacted by Congress, even though they're nowhere in the Constitution.
Okay,
so when I pointed this out to Congressman Clyburn, he said to me, well, Judge, there's nothing in the Constitution that says we can't enact health care. In fact, there is. There's the 9th and 10th Amendments, which specifically say whatever powers not directly given to the Congress are retained by the people and the states.
But, Judge, that would be nearly probably 2/3 of the laws that they've passed since the Congress.
Correct.
Since the Congress. So, I mean, are we really having a ridiculous conversation here?
No, but why do they take an oath to uphold the Constitution, to preserve, protect, and defend it if they don't care what's in it?
But if all the laws aren't stated in the Constitution, you're saying that we should not pass any of those. We should rescind all those laws.
Let me backtrack a little bit, Rebecca. There are 17 specific, precise delegated powers given to the Congress in the Constitution, and it may legislate in those 17 areas. Health care, water pressure, toilet bowls, and desk chairs are nowhere in those 17 powers.
Along with probably 90% of all the other laws that they pass. Judge, thank you very much. I know you've got to run. Thank you for joining me.